Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another installment of MediaPost webinar series. I'm Mike Winkleman, Content Director for Bespoke by MediaPost, and we have a great presentation and demonstration for you all today, put together by our friends at Similarweb. MediaPost webinars bring together the media, marketing, and advertising community to learn more about the methodologies and technologies that make effective business possible across a variety of categories, brought to you by our industry's top solutions providers, marketers, and practitioners. Leading today's webinar will be Amelia Lieb, publisher and media industry lead at Similarweb. Today, Amelia will present a gifting guide, helping you understand how to use data to maximize your affiliate commissions. The underlying premise here is that you can actually take the guesswork out of commerce recommendations as you fine-tune your affiliate strategy to link those products that have the highest conversion rates, searches, and sales across all categories. Amelia will demonstrate how this works on actual shopper behavior during the back-to-school, Halloween, and holiday seasons. She'll present some real case studies, and then she'll open the floor for you in the audience to recommend some categories. Using these recommendations, she'll do a live demonstration to indicate how her platform would find the top products in one of those specific categories. As she goes through her presentation, please put your category recommendations into the question box that you'll find in the GoToWebinar interface on your screen. After that demonstration, we'll have some time for a Q&A session. So if you've got some questions, please put them into the question box as well. With that, let's bring in Amelia to get things going. Amelia, take it away.
Hi, thank you, Mike, and thank you everyone for joining. I know Amazon sprung, we still have our screen up, sorry about that. No, Amazon sprung this surprise Prime Day on us, so I really appreciate everyone who is able to make it today. So we'll get straight into it. I know everyone's time is valuable during Prime Days. Similarweb, for those who are not familiar, we're going to take you today through Halloween, back to school, and holiday. Similarweb is an insights platform. We collect our data through 4 sources: anonymous behavioral data, first-party direct measurement, public data, and partnerships. We then synthesize that, put that into our algorithm, and pop out the insights that you're going to see today. So I know we have some agency representatives here. We work with e-commerce agencies, all other types of agencies. E-commerce is going to find a lot of relevance in what you see today. We also have other features that we're not going to get into. What we are focusing on specifically today is how publishers can use us. So typically, in order to get this information, you would need a subscription, but we are going to show you for free Amazon search behavior, purchase behavior, and 55 products to have on your radar right now. We're going to use on-site search, benchmark category performance, and a custom product group to get there. So let's go straight into Halloween. What's happening right now? We can look at September, see what people are searching for, what they've been searching for Halloween, what the top categories are. Using this, we can see these are the top 10 search responses and how many clicks they've received. So over 1.5 million clicks in September led to Halloween decorations. Now let's get into the performance. These products are the top 5 performing products. So what are people looking for? They're looking for floating candles, outdoor solar lanterns, more candles, glowing witch hat, light up screaming witch. So there are layers to the affiliate process, right? The first thing that you want to do is look at the high level trending searches. What are people looking to find? Then you want to move into, in advance of a tentpole moment or a holiday, when do sales start? When do searches start? When do they rise? When do they peak? And when do they dip? Then when we get into the actual products themselves, you don't necessarily see those themes, nor are they necessarily relevant. Now we're looking at the actual products that are selling. When it comes to what is actually performing and what matters, it's different for everyone. So I'm looking at products that are the most reviewed, the one with the highest reviews, the most sales, the highest conversion rates. I'm able to do this all based on my own criteria. And as we get into this, I want to note that it's entirely possible to rely on data while still maintaining editorial integrity. There are over 12 million products on Amazon. Nobody is expected to know all of them. This just allows you to narrow it down to the products that are most relevant for whatever criteria we just listed. Is it more important for you to understand which products are getting the most views so that you can know that that image is going to bring people on site and hopefully turn it into a conversion later? Or do you want that specific product to sell, in which case the conversion rate is most important to you? Halloween costumes for women is another big one right now. So if you're doing your guides right now on Halloween costumes, this is again where we don't see trends within the actual products themselves, but these are the products that are getting the most clicks. Butterfly wings, women's lieutenant, Hooters, skeleton, pumpkin poncho. If you are doing recommendations for Halloween costumes, these are the ones that you want to have on your radar. And when we get into men, these are the ones that you want to be looking at because these are the ones that the Amazon audience is looking at. We've got the skull mask, inflatable alien costume, LED purge mask, and red and white stripes and killer in the cornfield. So back to school. We can take a look at what just happened and use that to predict what's going to happen next year when back to school comes back around. So one of the things that we wanted to understand is a couple of the really popular things that people buy in this time are backpacks and lunch boxes. Which one is more important? When are people buying them? And which are they buying? So when we go into it, we can see that in August specifically, compare lunch boxes and backpacks. Backpacks are performing better. So which backpacks were selling this year? Bentgo is a really popular lunchbox brand. They had the #1 backpack. Clear backpacks. This is the clear backpack that performed best. Then we've got 2 JanSport backpacks and a simple modern. We're just looking at the top 5. You can do this out to the top 1,000 products, best-selling products based again on whatever your criteria is. And again, looking at conversion rate. If you're recommending a product, which one do you want to recommend? Maybe not the JanSport that is getting a lot of views, but isn't getting a lot of purchases. Maybe you want to look at the ones that are getting the highest conversion rates. So the clear backpack is doing really well this year. We can look at lunch boxes to get the same information. And I want to point out that we're sorting this by units sold right now. We can also look at the change month over month, year over year. If you want to look only at products that are on the rise, or you want to see how many product views they've had. If you want to narrow this down by a specific listing price, you want high end, low end. And of course, if you want to narrow down to only products that have a 4.5 or above. In an easy view, you can also find out if it's received specific badges on Amazon. We're trying to simplify the process so that you don't have to behave like a consumer. You're the editor, you are the expert. So instead of just going through Amazon and searching the way that anyone else would, finding similar products, trying to determine what makes the most sense, you can still look at everything on Amazon. You can still look at the images. You can determine from this list of best products, which ones you want to recommend. And so these are the top 5 again. Ice packs are up here. They are one of the top selling products within the lunchbox category. So now getting into holiday. We can create our own product set. So what we're going to show here is wrapping paper. When you're looking at wrapping paper within Amazon's categories, it's hard to loop everything in. So if you're looking for holidays, you can spell Hanukkah about a dozen different ways. You want to bring in Christmas, you want to bring in Kwanzaa. Being able to look for everything that you want to and eliminating anything that you don't want allows you to really look at the full landscape and build the list of products that's most relevant to you and your editorial strategy. We can already see in September 2022 what people are buying for when they're searching for holidays. So we can see throw pillows, we can see balloons, we can see tinsel backgrounds. This red farm truck centerpiece is already getting traction. And then balloon arch kit. Wrapping paper, the example of the videos that we saw earlier. We took a look at what was selling last year in November and December to see what sort of trends people were looking for. No surprise, we see a lot of red and white. We also see black and white. So this is something that we're a little ahead right now. It's hard to see what people are buying for wrapping paper, but we can keep an eye on it. Next month, we'll start to get a better idea. Right now, we're still getting a little bit of Halloween trickled in. We can look back at previous periods, whatever time period we want. We can look at what's happening for searches that are coming up. Again, using this to curate the list of products that we want to put in front of our audience. Now we are into the gifting, the actual toys. So what are the best toddler toys? We've got stress balls, fidget popper, a bubble machine, take apart dinosaur toys, which we actually have in my playroom right now. We have sensory toys, float and play bubble bath toys. So getting ahead of this, starting to understand what people are purchasing. You don't need to wait until the last minute. You can use this behavior to see what the most popular items are right now, or you can look back and see what the most popular items were. Again, look at conversion rate. Lots of people are looking at the fidget ball poppers, not necessarily buying them. If you wanted to sort this exclusively by conversion, you could as well. Women's sweaters, if you are in the north part of America, it is officially sweater weather. So what are people buying today? Which sweaters do you want to have on your radar? You can keep an eye on this month over month as it gets closer. Build your list based off this. We've got every product that's on Amazon. So every category you can imagine. When you're looking at your gift guides, you can do more broadly electronics. You can narrow it down to portable speakers. So right here, we're looking at the top selling portable speakers right now. We've got the Clip twice on here. It's almost exclusively JBL. It's up to you. You know, you don't need to use this and copy it line by line, but you can use it to influence your editorial strategy. Do we want to do a whole article on JBL knowing that that is the top selling brand? Or do we want to diversify a little bit? Tumblers and water glasses, you know, those gifts for people who are not necessarily close to you, maybe coworkers, maybe the dog walker. What are the best selling gifts? We have price points in here. We have, again, month over month, year over year trending to help you understand how products are performing and allowing you to really customize your list on your own. So with that being said, Mike, we can pop into the live demonstration at this point.
Okay, so that's great. This is an unusual thing for us doing these live demonstrations, but I think it'll be pretty captivating. So the suggestion we have that we're going to look at here are face moisturizers.
Okay. All right, so Mike, can you confirm that you can see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay, wonderful.
Actually, no, I don't see well, I do see your screen. So I'm assuming that that's going to take us there. And yes, there it is. And
all right, great.
The graph coming up, that's what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this in the platform is Amazon's performance. Right now, we're looking at everything that's happened from September 2019 to September 2022. We can change this time period based on whatever we want. We can see that nearly 40 billion units have been sold in this time. So what that's sold matters to you. Somebody said that they're interested in face cream. So we'll take a look at moisturizers. We can go at any level here. Let's start with moisturizers. This is the Amazon taxonomy. So whatever you see here is how you would see it categorized on Amazon.com. So now we're looking over the past few years. How have moisturizers trended? When do they go up? When do they go down? We can see that as the pandemic hit, people became more interested in their skin and it started going down. You can see from a category perspective what the conversion rate is. So if you're looking at moisturizers compared to maybe nail polish, you can look quickly and see, okay, this is one that people are buying more frequently or less frequently. You can compare product views. Looking at the competitive landscape, we can see what the top brands are for skincare. And we can see, again, conversion rates. So CeraVe, we can see has the most sales. However, the conversion rate is pretty low. So you may want to focus your efforts on the brands that are converting more rapidly. Subcategory. So we've got moisturizers, has lotions, creams, oils, body butter. These are the top selling products. But let's go straight into creams. You'll see this subcategory disappeared because now we're at the lowest level. So I'm looking at everything within the past few years, the top sellers. Let's take a look at what's happened in the past 3 months. We want to know the products that are relevant today. And now we have a list. We have 99 pages of products. If we're looking to do a top products, affordable skincare, we can say less than, let's say $45 and update this, which is, as it turns out, what all of the top skincare products are. We can say we want a rating of at least 4 or 5. And now let's say that we want this to be more than $75. This changes our list entirely. And again, we can see over this past 3-month period what the changes for any of these products. We can compare this to the same month last year. That way we can allow for any seasonability to be removed. So Aquaphor is up significantly. CeraVe up significantly. Even though this moisturizer has the most units sold, it's definitely declining. So all of this, again, this is not to take away from any editorial integrity. This shouldn't make you change your strategy at all. It should just help you narrow down the list of products that are relevant for you and your audience. We are helping you get through the clutter of everything that is available on Amazon. Okay, Mike.
Okay, well, that was great. So as I mentioned earlier, we have some time now for a couple questions from the audience. During this Q&A session, if you have other questions, feel free to put them in the question box on the side panel. Also, a reminder that a recording of today's webinar, as well as a link to the slide deck, will be sent to everybody via email, so keep an eye out for that. So here are a couple questions. Have SEO teams used these tools?
Yeah, that's a great question. So yes, some commerce teams have their own SEO teams. Some of the SEO for commerce is shared with the newsroom or other editorial departments. And the answer is that yes, this is a very popular product because what you see here, we got into keywords a little bit, is high purchase intent. So the keyword and behavior and purchase behavior differs from someone who's looking for celebrity gossip or hard-hitting news, recipes, vacation recommendations. If they're looking to buy something, what they're typing in and the goal that they're trying to achieve is different. So knowing how to get in front of people what they're searching for at the right time. It changes the SEO optimization tactics for those teams.
Okay. So how are the product categories determined?
The categories are determined exactly by Amazon's taxonomy. So whatever you see in Amazon is what you see here.
Okay. And is all of this based on desktop only, or is it also mobile?
No, we actually have desktop, mobile, and app data in here. So anything that's happening in Amazon is reflected.
Okay. So in reflecting on some of the stuff you've been talking about throughout here, Amelia, are there any other points you want to make sure we convey to the audience before we go?
I just want to sort of hammer in the drive home the point that I've been saying over and over again. You know, it's really special to be able to use this data to keep up with your editorial strategy, to maintain your editorial integrity, and to just improve your outcome. Affiliate teams exist for a reason. You know, you guys are tied to revenue. It's important that you perform properly, and this allows you to do so in a better way.
Okay. Well, I think with that, we'll wrap it for today. One thing I wanted to mention, if you in the audience made a suggestion for a category and it wasn't selected, or if you asked a question and it didn't get answered, don't worry. Folks at Similarweb have received all the suggestions and questions and can respond to each of them and each of you directly after the webinar. Thanks again, Amelia, for a great presentation and a great demonstration, and to the audience for some great questions. And thanks also to everybody behind the scenes at Similarweb who helped put all of this together. We hope you found the information presented helpful and informative. Stay tuned to MediaPost's website and digital publications in your inbox for more informative webinars coming from other valuable MediaPost partners in the weeks and months to come. Thanks so much to everybody for joining today. We'll see you next time, and stay safe out there. Take care.
Thank you.